call out the plague. I'm just going to dip my spoon into the wine, and there's going to be a little drop caught on it, and I'm going to tap off that drop on my Seder plate, right? Okay, that's what you're going to do too. I'm going to call out the plague, and you call it out after me. I want to raise the roof of this beautiful new building. You know, I want to collapse it, right? Okay, then you have to build bigger, right? Okay, get that youth center in here and all that. By the way, this is a great building. Last time I was here, this was just a dream. And now everything's changed. This is a brand new place. Boy, I was really surprised. But I knew it had been up. I get your newsletter all the time. But it's a beautiful place. Okay, so I'm going to call out the plague. You're going to call it back to me, right? We're going to do this 10 times. Each time we do, we're going to dip out a drop of wine. Got it? Okay, ready? Blood, blood. Frogs, frogs. Lice, lice. Flies, flies. Pestilence, pestilence. Boils, boils. Hail, hail. Locusts, locusts. Darkness, darkness. Death, death. And the Egyptians worshipped 120 gods. And so each one of these plagues is associated with a god or number of gods. And the God of Abraham, Isaac, and Jacob is putting them all in their place. Okay? Showing the Egyptians that their worship of 120 gods is futile. It's vanity. Okay? Well, the traditional blessing for the cup of plagues, we've now reduced our joy in proportion to the sufferings that the Egyptians went through. So we're ready to offer this toast to God. Baruch atah Adonai Eloheinu melech haolam borei pari hagafen. Blessed art thou, O Lord our God, King of the universe, creator of the fruit of the vine. Now at this point, it's traditional to sing the Dayenu song, and that's track 3 on my CD. So we're going to play just about 3, this song goes on forever. We're going to play three stanzas of the song, and you're going to sing the Hebrew chorus with me. It's not that hard. It's one word, Dayenu. Can you say that? Dayenu. Now there'll be some ladies singing along, so you can pay attention to her, not pay attention so much to me. But I will sing along at the chorus, okay? And it's just Dayenu a number of times, and you'll pick it up real soon, and we'll do it about 3, maybe 4 times, okay? Go on, track number 3. Here we go, Dayenu. Had he brought us out of Egypt, but had not exacted judgment for us. Had he brought us out of Mitzrayim. Okay, here we go. Dayenu, 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 Dayenu. Ilu asa bahem shvatim velo asa belohem velo asa belohem Dayenu, 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 Dayenu. After the chorus, we'll call it quits. Dayenu, 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 Dayenu. We could go on all night with that song. Okay, believe me, that's a short version. What did you just sing? This is what you sang. Had he brought us out of Egypt, but not exacted judgment for us, Dayenu. Die means enough. Dayenu, enough for us. It would have been enough for us, you know. You tell your kids in Israel when they're disobeying, die, enough, stop it, you know. Okay, Dayenu. Had he executed judgment on them, but had not done justice to their idols, Dayenu, it would have been enough. Had he judged their idols, but not slain their firstborn, Dayenu, it would have been enough. And so the whole story is repeated with that idea that God kept doing more and more and more on our behalf. All right. after we tell the Passover story, we now come to the ninth ceremony, the second hand washing, and we actually begin the meal here. I know you guys have been waiting, so we're going to start the meal. You were promised the meal. You're going to get it here. Okay, now we ritually purify our hands to begin eating the meal. So you know the routine. Go ahead and find your water, your finger bowl, and then take that second towel that's left to your right and dry your hands there. Get them all nice and clean. The kids are saying, "Oh, Mom, not again. What is with this guy?" Okay, there is a blessing for this ceremony. Baruch atah Adonai Eloheinu melech haolam asher kiddushanu b'mitzvotav v'tzivanu al natilat yadayim. Blessed art thou, O Lord our God, King of the universe, who has sanctified us by thy commandments and commanded us concerning the washing of the hands. All right, now the meal is going to begin. We're at the 10th ceremony, the eating of the matzah. What I want you to do is to take that smaller piece of matzah and also take the top piece of matzah out of your matzah tash. What I want you to do is to each person break off for themselves 4 bite-sized pieces of matzah. You know, I don't care how you do it. If you can break off a column or whatever, but pass that matzah around until you get 4 bite-sized pieces of matzah. Okay, 1, 2, 3, 4. Everybody should have 4 bite-sized pieces of matzah. All right, take one of those bite-sized pieces of matzah. Okay, here's the traditional blessing. Baruch atah Adonai Eloheinu melech haolam hamotzi lechem min haaretz. Blessed art thou, O Lord our God, King of the universe, who brings forth bread from the earth. Baruch atah Adonai Eloheinu melech haolam asher kiddushanu b'mitzvotav v'tzivanu al achilat matzah. Blessed art thou, O Lord our God, King of the universe, who has sanctified us by thy commandments and commanded us concerning the eating of the matzah. And now we come to the heart and soul of Passover, eating the bitter herb. Take a second bite-sized piece of matzah, but this time on your plate, you have a teeny tiny, itsy bitsy, teeny weeny little glop of horseradish. All right? Take half of that horseradish and place it using your spoon upon the matzah. Half of that. Half of that. And I'm not being merciful to you here. I'm not being merciful, and you'll see why in just a moment. All right. Ooh, that smells strong. I think I'm getting tears in my eyes just by sniffing that. Wow. Was this imported from, Ann? Or Patty, whoever. Was this imported from Israel? No? Okay. All right. Now we're going to obey the command to eat the Passover with the bitter herb. And the tears we get in our eyes will recall the bitter tears of the Egyptian slavery. Now, pay close attention because this is an old Orthodox custom I'd like us to follow. Take your bitter herb and place it in your weak hand. I'm a righty, so my weak hand is my left hand. So place it in your weak hand and then raise it up. Okay? Now take your strong hand and raise it up as well. Take your strong hand and lower it quickly to the water glass. All right. Ancient Hasidic custom. All right. Here's the traditional blessing. Baruch atah Adonai Eloheinu melech haolam asher kiddushanu b'mitzvotav v'tzivanu al achilat maror. Blessed art thou, O Lord our God, King of the universe, who has sanctified us by thy commandments and commanded us concerning the eating of the bitter herb. Oh, yeah. Well, it smelled bad, but I only rated it a 5 on a scale of 10. I'm not coughing. Did anyone not get tears? Who didn't get any tears? You got to do it again. All right. We have just recalled the bitter tears of the Egyptian slavery. Let's move on to a ceremony number 12, the eating of the bitter herb with charosis. Now, there's no blessing for this. What I want you to do is take that third piece of matzah, take the rest of that horseradish, and place it on the matzah. Then take the spoon and take that charosis and place the charosis upon the matzah. And then take that fourth piece of matzah, of unleavened bread, and place it on top of that mess, forming this cute little sandwich. Now, you were promised dinner, right? Question? Yes, the charosis is the apple fruit mixture, the brown fruit mixture there, okay? See, we promised you a sandwich for dinner. A very hearty one, by the way. Okay, is everybody ready? Now, there's no blessing for this. This is called the Hillel sandwich. It's also known as the sop. This was created by Rabbi Hillel, who was a contemporary of Jesus. Jesus was the 12-year-old boy in the temple, probably around 6 A.D., and he conversed with the theological doctors there in the temple, and they were amazed at his answers. One of those people was Hillel. Hillel died in 20 A.D., about 14 years later. So for 14 years, he probably discoursed with the Messiah. You know who Hillel thought the Messiah was? Rabbi Hillel's position was that the Messiah was King Hezekiah, that there would be no Messiah for Israel because we'd already experienced him in the days of Hezekiah. You know, he looked at the Messiah 14 times in the face.